Oh, okay, that's cubic, yeah. So the new toy that you have, is it similar way of playing with the cubic?
Huh?
Is it similar way of playing like a cubic? Just different shape? Or totally different way of playing?
You need to match the colors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cubic. I love that. But I can only do one color. Wow. Oh, expert. Okay. Yeah, it works like the cubic. You got two different design. Cool. All right. Okay. So chatting aside, let's go back to our today. Okay, let's go to our English class, right? I almost forgot today's English. Today's Friday. Okay. Okay, let me go through Friday's class. Okay, so for Friday, we have learned about paper one, what have we gone through? Okay, we have did paper, what was that we did? Okay, so basically we have did about paper one, section A and section B. All right, so how is the answering technique? So today what we want to focus a little bit about comprehension. But today's comprehension, okay, there's a few types of things that we want to learn. There's compare and contrast, main ideas, sequence, and so on and so forth. So today what we want to focus is compare and contrast. Okay, so which means that you are comparing either two passage or two characters. So that's what we're gonna do today. All right. Okay. So yep. All right. So let me send this link to you in the chat, just in case you need it. Okay. Okay, so what is compare and contrast? Anyone have any idea what is compare and contrast? No idea? Okay, so let me share with you compare and contrast strategies.
Adapt with on-demand solutions from device to cloud.
Compare and contrast. An important skill within reading is being able to compare and contrast. It helps us to organize information more efficiently. It's also an important skill in our everyday lives. What does compare and contrast mean? To compare means to identify similarities between two or more.
Compare 就是比较，比较就是 compare 你要找它的 similarities 是相同的
things. To contrast means to identify differences.
Apple.
Contrast, which is you find the differences. Yep. What about apple?
Like match the compare of it.
It can be comparing anything. Let's say comparing. What's compare and contrast between Joanna and Jensen? Okay. Compare both of you are same in the way that both of you are human. Okay. What's the contrast? What's the difference between both of you? One is girl, one is boy. Okay, let's say we have a compare and contrast with Yishun and Jensen. Okay, compare both of them similar, it's both of them are boy. Contrast, what's the differences? What's the differences? One always very shy, put on the sunglasses, and the other one is either very shy, totally turn off the video, or you show me the video. Alright, that's a compare and contrast. Understand? 比较.
As an example, we're going to use a Venn diagram to compare and contrast lions and zebras. A Venn diagram is a useful tool to help organize similarities and differences. We might note some similarities such as both animals have 4 legs, they're both found in Africa, and both are mammals. As for differences, zebras are black and white, lions are a yellowy gold. Zebras migrate, lions don't. Lions eat meat, they're carnivores, while zebras eat plants, they're herbivores. We can use the term comparing more broadly. Words within texts makes comparing easier. Let's have a look at some words that authors use to compare and contrast.
Okay, these are the words that normally they'll ask in the paper 1, section A. Sometimes they ask you after reading the passage, compare and contrast between what and what. So you need to know what this word means so that you are able to answer. Remember in the paper 1, sometimes you see like they ask words like find the alliteration, okay, or find the caning. So you need to know all these words in order to answer the questions. That is the reason today we are learning about compare and contrast.
These words or phrases are used to compare, in other words, to highlight similarities. Also, to, similar, both, alike, same, similarly, in the same way. For example, lions and zebras are alike in that they are mammals.
So you need to know the words that they normally use in the passage. It's like similar, 相同, to 也是, also 也是, similarly, okay, which is alike, 差不多一样, both, 两个都是, in the same way. So all this is actually means that it is similarities.
These words or phrases are used to contrast, that is, to highlight differences. But, different, differ, in contrast, whereas, on the other hand, however.
Okay, so when they want to say something different, it's like she is clever but naughty. Okay, so but is like different. Both of them are different. However, I would love to have it. However, I couldn't do that. Okay, it's like they want and but they cannot. So this however is telling the differences. Differences or differ, which is what is different. Whereas I can do it, whereas he can't do it. So it's comparing which one can, one cannot. There is a differences. In contrast or in the other hand, so this is like it's something like 可是或但是. Okay, in contrast is like in opposite. Okay, and another word is opposite. So it also means that it is contrast. So these are the words that represent contrast.
For example, zebras are herbivores, whereas lions are carnivores. Here is a text comparing 2 video game systems, the GameStation 4 and the Pocket Play. Can you see any compare and contrast signal words? Pause here while you look. Here's one. The word unlike tells us the author is identifying a difference. Can you see which difference the author is referring to? It says the Pocket Play is available in different colors. This means the GameStation 4 is not. Here's another signal word I found. However. This word tells us the author is identifying
However, it's an opposite.
another difference. The GameStation 4 has more memory and better graphics than the Pocket Play. Here's another signal word, both. It tells us that there is a similarity. Can you see what it is? They are similar in that they are both powerful. I also found the word similarly. This word tells us that the author is highlighting how the two systems are similar. They both have online play. There are more similarities and differences. Not all of them have signal words identifying them. Pause here while you look for more. Here are the similarities and differences I found. Which system do you think you'd prefer? Why? Justify your answer by comparing the two. EasyTeaching.net.
If you have been eating well and
Okay, so that is pretty much compare and contrast. Okay. All right. So can Yishin read the donkey and the mule?
The donkey and the mule.
Yeah.
Hitler set off of his usual journey. All of the things he would sell along the way were packed on his monkey and his mule. The donkey walked along easily until they start up the steep mountain path. The poor little donkey load was more than he could bear. He begged the mule that take a little bit of his load so that he could carry the rest more easily, but the mule paid no small in. The donkey was exhausted that he fell to the ground. The next morning, the donkey still could not get his feet. Not knowing what else to do, the mule's load was heavy, but his heart was even heavier. If only I had helped the donkey just a little, I would not have a double load myself, he reflected. You are mute.
Okay. Can you repeat after me? This is called
Mute.
Hold on. Okay. U, E, when the phonics hold the same vowels, both is vowel, you take the first letter U, mule. All right, so this is called mule. Okay, let me share with you.
mule,
Can you hear that?
mule,
Can you hear that? Mule, huh? All right. All right, and this word is called steep. Steep. It's called exhausted.
Exhausted.
Reflected.
Reflected.
Very good. Whenever at the back there's ed, it's like tag.
It's
Bag.
past tense.
Right. Past tense normally have the sound.
Double load. But teacher, what
So,
is mule?
驴子，我有一只小毛驴。驴。
Oh,
All right. Okay. All these purple words are words that you don't understand. Am I correct? Okay. Any other words that you don't understand? Please highlight it now. I'll go through with you.
I highlight it already.
I will explain all. It's just please highlight the words specifically you don't understand. I will translate all, no worries.
I will.
Luckily, this is virtual class, right? Okay. Okay, please highlight all the words you don't understand. I'm gonna explain to you. Okay. Okay. So the donkey and the mule, peddler 的意思是小贩，小贩，或者是好像那个how to say 一个商家或小贩。Okay. A peddler set off on his usual journey. All the things he would sell along the way were packed. 打包起来 ，OK， 就是 pack 收拾起来 ，OK， so pack on his donkey and his mule, alright. So the donkey walked along easily until they started. Okay, until they started up the steep mountain. Steep 是很斜的 mountain. Path 路程 path 路程 try to understand? Okay, path 路程 The poor little donkey load 就是好像那个 load is 重量 It's like overloaded It's like 太多东西做了 overloaded Load 的话就是好像你放下去就 load 咯 It's like bullet 好像他们男孩子玩打劫的 loading Okay, load Okay, load 就是这样放下去 It can be gun loading, it can be your computer loading, it can be load some things into your bag. That is load. 放进去的意思 Okay? Load. So that he could carry the rest more easily. But the mule paid no attention. So it's like both of them are supposed to help the peddler, donkey and the mule. So, but the donkey just walked without bothering the mule. Oh, sorry, the mule just walked along without paying any attention to the donkey. So now at the end of the day, they are on top of the mountain. There is a small inn. Inn is like a hotel. Okay, it's like a hotel or small place to stay. Okay, the donkey was so exhausted, lay. Okay, that he fell to the ground. It's like boom, the donkey fell onto the ground. The next morning, the donkey still cannot get into his feet, not knowing what else to do. The peddler added the donkey load to the mule's load. Okay, so you see the mule earlier the one to help. Now the donkey is totally exhausted, so then the mule have to do all the work. Exhausted 的话就是累 tired. Okay, and went on without the donkey. The mule load was very heavy, but his heart was even heavier. He's thinking like, if only I had helped just a little earlier, he won't be collapsing. Then I won't be doing such a hard work right now. So I would not have double load. 就是双倍的工来做. He reflected. 他在反省. Understand? Okay. Next. Charles, can you read the peddler's mule?
The peddler took his mule to the sea coast to buy salt. On the way home, they crossed a shallow stream where the mule accidentally slipped and fell. All of the salt in the bag dissolved. And the mule's load was much lighter. The peddler went back and bought even more salt than before. When they came to the stream, the mule fell down on purpose. When he got up, his load was again much lighter than before. The paddle saw through the moose trick and went back to the sea coast the third time. This time, instead of salt, he brought a cargo of sponge. Again, the mule fell down when they reached the stream. Had only tricked himself. This time, he had only tricked himself.
Okay, very well done. Okay, your reading is very smooth, Charlie. Okay, wow, so many words this time. Okay, a peddler took his mule to the sea coast to buy salt. Okay, 那个小贩哦，就带那个 mule to the sea coast，就是beside coast is normally beside the sea. Okay, so beside the sea to buy the salt. On the way home, they crossed a shallow stream. Shallow 就是 very 很浅。Stream is like something like river. Okay, so he crossed a shallow stream where the mule accidentally slipped and fell. But this time is real. So all the salt in bag dissolved. Dissolve 是融化，融化了。And the mule's load was much lighter. It's like, oh, accident is good because now I don't need to carry so much already. So the peddler went back and bought even more salt than before. So it's accident, okay, I'll buy even more salt than before. But when they came to the stream, then the mule said, oh, every time I fall down, I'll have less salt. I purposely fall down. So the mule fall down on purpose.
Purpose is 故意。
故意，对。Okay, 故意的 fell down. So when he got up, his load was again much lighter than before. So the peddler said, now I know your trick. Trick. 华语叫什么？
华语是
捉弄。
计划。
怎么画？
计划。
计划 that's planning. Trick is a ill intention of 计划. Okay, but it's a bad intention. Okay, and went back to the sea coast to a third time. So this time, instead of buy salt, because every time buy salt, it would dissolve, then it would become lighter, right? So the peddler had a trick on him. So he bought a cargo of sponges. Sponges 就是我们知道什么是 sponge 吗？
海绵。
对，海绵 correct. Okay, so the sponge.
The sponge.
Okay, something like this.
It fell into
this
the
is sponge.
river.
Okay, so sponge when it's dry, it is actually very light. But
Very
when it has
light.
water, it is very
has water,
heavy.
it is very heavy because
That's
it
right.
can see right.
So now he's purposely put a trick onto the mule. Again, the mule fell down when it reached the stream. Oh, now the sponge filled with water. What do you think? It greatly increased his load. Increase 就是提升，增加。He increased his load. It's like, oh no, this time he only tricked himself. He asked for it. Now he has to carry even heavier.
He is donkey.
Sorry.
He
Okay,
is donkey.
The mule.
Is it the he is the mule?
This whole thing is talking about the mule.
Oh.
Okay.
Go to buy
Alright.
salt is the peddler lah.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Number 1. A peddler goes on a
Sorry,
trip.
what is this?
What is this?
Yes, what is this? I don't have this.
On the bottom?
I say I don't have this. Can you share the link to me?
It's in the chat. This chat.
Oh, Oh, I can see now.
Okay. So a peddler goes on trip. Okay. So now you have two stories, right? We want to have compare and contrast. Which of the story say that the peddler goes on a trip? Is it the donkey and the mule story or the peddler's mule, or both story also say that they go on a trip?
B.
Peddler's mule only goes on trip? Okay, let's see. You see here, it says peddler set off the usual journey. So yes, this story, it says that the peddler is going on a trip. Okay, is it the donkey and the mule? A peddler told his mule to see clothes to buy salt. It's obvious he's going for a trip as well. So both also mention that the peddler actually went for a trip. Both stories. Understand?
Oh.
Okay. One of the character asked for help. One of the character asked for help. Which correct? Which is the one? Both or one?
Malatin and Smart.
Yes. The donkey and the mule only
Donkey.
because the donkey was fallen sick, so the mule need to ask the help from the mule. So A is correct. The peddler's mule. Is there anyone to help him? No. So only one asking for help, which is A. Understand what it means by compare and contrast?
Understand.
Okay. Number 3. Can Jensen read number 3?
One character is smarter than another.
Okay, which story said that? It's either donkey story or mule story or both story or neither. Neither means both also did not say that. Okay, why do you say the peddler's mule say that? Why do you say the peddler's mule say that? Why do you say the peddler's mule say that? Why do you say it's smarter? Because every time it is lighter, right? So then he purposely tripped. So it shows that he is actually quite smart. Understand? Okay, sorry. Okay, so it actually says the peddler's mule only. So the character agreed about something in the beginning. Okay, next, Joanna, number 4.
The characters agreed about something in the beginning.
Which one?
Agree about something in the beginning. What is that mean?
Okay, means that 这里有2个故事，对不对？哪一个故事它刚刚开始的时候，还有同意一些东西 ，agree 同意，他们有同意一些东西，好的呢？
有
Which one?
the donkey and the mule.
Mule. Okay. Where did it agree anything? Did they agree anything in the beginning? Okay, this is at the end, it's not the beginning. So neither of the story actually agreed on anything. Neither story. Understand? Neither. You want A or B. Okay, or 是你要其中选一个。Neither. I want neither A nor B. 就是2个都不要。So this one neither means 2个都没有。 Got it? Okay. Number 5, Yixun.
A mouse is sorry about his in something in the ending.
Right, which story says that?
The
We are talking about number 5.
The
yeah?
the
donkey and the mule.
Okay. So in the donkey and the mule, at the end of the story, what is the mule sorry about?
peddler peddler's milk.
You should have. Okay, the
The
donkey and
pet
the mule.
milk.
Okay.
Mu- mu-
Mule. Okay, you just read you
Very
and
hard.
mule. 很难读对不对? Okay, a mule is sorry about something in the end. In the end, you say the donkey and the mule. Actually, that story actually he feels sorry about something. What is he sorry about? At the end, did he feel sorry about anything at the end here? Yixun, I'm talking to you.
Huh?
Yixun, let me repeat. Number 5, a mule is sorry about something in the end. 对不对? Okay, 你说那个答案是什么 ？A, B, C, D. What's your answer for a mule is sorry about something in the end?
Good story.
What is saying? Can you read number 5 all by yourself? Read.
A mule is sorry about something in the ending.
Okay. A mule is sorry about something in the end, right? So the first book, is a mule sorry about anything at the end or not?
Assuming I want
Wait, I'm talking. Wait. Is
Yes.
what is he sorry about?
His heart was even heavy. If only I helped the donkey was a little, I will not double load myself. He
That's
reflect.
right. So he feels sorry that he should actually help. So that's correct for the donkey and the mule. The second story, did he feel sorry again or not?
The mule fell down and
Did he feel sorry again or not?
greatly increased his load. This time he had only tricked himself.
Right. So, which also means he feels sorry as well. It's like, yeah, I should not have fall down. Now I have to carry so heavy. Okay, so he feels sorry for both of the story. Understand or not?
Yeah, teacher. I said that just now. Like number 3, the third time.
The third time what?
The third time I say the answer is both story.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I couldn't hear that. Okay. Next, Jensen. Can you read the question, please?
the characters travel up a mountain.
All right. So your answer is A, travel up the mountain. In the mule, did it say anything about travel up the mountain? Where did it travel at for the mule story? It traveled at the stream. So that's why it's not. So the answer is correct. Answer is A. Yes, Joanna, what you wanna ask? Yeah, muted, Joanna. Do you raise hand and ask something? No. All right. So number 7, Charlize, the character crossed a shallow stream. Which story says that the character crossed a shallow stream? Very good. The peddler's meal, which I just mentioned. So the characters argue about something. Okay. Which of the story the characters argue about something? So far they did not argue because they're animals. So neither of the story. Got it? Okay. So now number 9. Okay. So I need you as a homework to write based on this story. Write one thing which is alike and one thing which is contrast. Okay, one thing is alike and one thing is contrast. All right. Any question? Okay, alike is like both of the stories says that a peddler actually went on to the journey. Both is alike. What is the what is alike is that both story that the mule regretted of what he did. Okay, that is also alike. What is the differences? Differences is that
the peddler's mule is go to the shallow stream, and the donkey and the mule is went to the
very good. Okay, so one go to stream, one go to the mountain. There is the contrast as well. Okay. All right, so this will be your homework. Okay, finish this bottom part and write a similarity. Write one similarity and one difference of the stories. Okay, any questions? That would be your homework. Just one sentence, very simple. Okay, so any question you like to ask me about compare and contrast? That's only 4 boxes, that's easy. All right. Okay, so that's pretty much all for today. Bye. Enjoy your weekend. Always Jensen want to show me his eating. So fun. Bye bye. I got back to class. Bye. Okay, enjoy your break.